it's not that I haven't been thinking about going live. I have. But in terms of like literally being prepared for, now what am I doing right now? I can't say that that happened. What I can say is I pushed stream. And here we are together under a fake tree. That's right. Well, while this is technically a real tree, I suppose, it is, of course, a video of a tree. Now, normally I wouldn't go out of my way to call attention to that because why? But because I'm in a state in the world, hello, Anna Maria. Because I'm in a state in the world where the parks and recreational areas are closed, I just wanted everybody to be aware that I am abiding by the law. Hello, Christine. How are you? Hope you're doing well out there. How is everybody doing? How is everybody doing? So, as you can read in the description, I was kind of hoping Tracy would be here for this, but as it turns out, she's not. And so I'm just going live because you know what? I was going live long before I knew Tracy, right? No, just because I've been wanting to connect. I haven't really done too much live. I mean, Tracy and I have done Under a Tree and all this stuff. And it's not that hi, Kathy, hello, Peter. It's not like I want to get into a big, long thing like everybody else in the world about what's going on out there. But I did want to talk about what some of the things that Tracy and I are doing during this time and inviting you to be a part of it if you want to. Because, here's the thing. I'm in my situation. You're in your situation. Other people are in their situation. Some are really very challenging. And some are, well, we don't know. And we're kind of all in a, well, we don't know. There's all sorts of things that affect people in my industry, both the voiceover and the speaking and Tracy and the whole thing. And, we're all just kind of like, okay. But I do know that there's a part of me, the old Bob, would have been probably just beside myself with stress and anxiety about it. And it's not that I'm not thinking about it and I don't want to be irresponsible, but I do need to maintain my composure and my energy. Good to see you. I love Tracy. Of course I will, Christine. And part of that for me is not necessarily, and I mentioned this a little bit the other day on my Under a Tree, is that, I'm not, whether this is right or wrong or good or bad, I'm not jumping online and saying, hey, I'm Bob Doyle from The Secret and here's my law of attraction angle on all this. I have so many great friends like Victoria Marie Gallagher and Brad Yates who are going live on a regular basis and doing the work, and whenever I see them, I try, if I can, I want to share because I want to direct people to people who have a great message and a positive message for this time. Oh, by the way, I forgot, I can do this. I can flip this over here and look at your comments this way if I want to. I just wanted to prove to everybody watching there was in fact somebody there. So the way I am really choosing to use this time, in terms of you all and anyone else who's out there, is just to kind of, like Tracy and I really want to take this time to form a different sense of community and support one another in the having fun. The Bob Doyle Show will be on tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I'm sure Tracy and I will talk more about what I'm about to talk about here and some other stuff too. Because Tracy's mom was in town for the week and that was fun. And, it'll be a Bob Doyle Show. And my point being is that we want to have fun while we're doing this. And we want to be able to use this time to create, a vision for the other side. And how are we going to change things? How can we use this time to make things better? And I do, a lot of people, Joe Vitale is another one who's going out there and saying, look, use this time. A lot of people are saying use this time wisely. Now, I also am really clear that it's a very, very stressful time for a lot of people, and it's like, I wish I could use this time wisely, but I'm going crazy. And I just, offer you all the support I can, and I hope that you are looking for support and doing what you can to maintain your wits about you to stay present and try to stay positive. Hi, Amy. That said, like I said, Tracy and I want to bring some fun and community into this and figure out what are some ways that we can support each other. There's a whole economy going on, or that's vanishing, that's going to have to be reworked. the entertainment industry here in Vegas, as you can imagine, the musicians. My friend Steve Witchell runs Cover Band Central, and he is rallying there and talking to them about how they can be using live streaming. Like, we got to get creative about how we, provide value to people so that we can all earn livings and stuff like that. It's not, and it may never be the way that it was again, and that may be a good thing in some regards, because we're really being forced to be creative. But there's a lot of panic around that too. In one way, I'm very fortunate. I've been doing business online for a really long time, but there's still a lot I don't know. And there's stuff that I used to be really great at that I'm not as good at anymore. And now's the time to really brush up on my skills, and then help other people do the same thing, which I used to do. That used to be a thing that I did. I am a big believer in people getting online with their craft, whether it's creative or professional or whatever. So I hope to find other ways to support that, but I don't necessarily want to create programs to do that again. That's not. I'm not looking at this I'm not looking at this as a chance to create another program per se, but we do want to facilitate help for people in whatever ways we can. Like Tracey's got something; she's helping entrepreneurs build online businesses and stuff. I'm not doing that per se. I still have my Science of Getting Rich, which hey, I heavily recommend you do something get something with your mindset. But really what I'm talking about, Tracey and I doing, is creating a community within our luscious living lifestyle space, because that's really, that's where we're going with the bed and the glasses and all that other stuff. And we've just kind of been hesitating going live and launching our luscious living lifestyle streams in the luscious living lifestyle group. Hi, Lulu. I love the fake tree too. But now we figure now's a great time. We're here. We're surrounded by the cool stuff, and it's an opportunity to get people in and talk about how you can enjoy your life right now, in the face of all of this. And are there little tweaks? And, people are spending money way differently right now because there's so many question marks, like buying $8,000 worth of freaking toilet paper. But an investment in our well-being, emotional and otherwise, is also very important, because we need to stay present. We need to stay creative. We need to be able to think outside the box and not in fear, right? So, how can we create an environment in our lives where we feel freed up and present and creative and all of that, even with all of this? It's challenging. We're really being called. I have to be a lot less lazy now than I have been, Yes, the parks are closed. Steve, I was just talking about you, man. Did you hear me talking about you? Steve Witchell, ladies and gentlemen, the aforementioned Cover Band Central. So finding new and fun creative ways to get yourself out there. I am a huge proponent of live stream. So anyway, the point is that we want to get some activity going in the Luscious Lifestyle group anyway, Luscious Living Lifestyle group anyway, to talk about our stuff. But we're going to use this time now to have, hopefully, to get some people in there to discuss just enjoying life. Now, it's not so much a law of attraction conversation for me. I don't want to be in there in that capacity necessarily, but I can't not be who I am, and I can't not know what I know, right? So if some LOA stuff sneaks out, which it probably will, then it does. But the point is really in whatever environment, whatever your budget, because I know we've been promoting the bed and the glasses and stuff, and these are higher ticket items. I know that. And right now it's not. But there are cheap ways, like buying Palo Santo wood and burning that can change your energy just like that. The right kind of incense, the right kind of music, a $10 light bulb that changes color when you tell it to. These are all these little things that they seem little or silly or trite, but they change your state. And now is a time when we really have to learn to manage our state. Because it's so easy. And I will echo, it's very challenging when all you see on Facebook or wherever you live is all of this stuff. You're inundated. And sage, yes, Steve says, and sage is another good way to make your space great. But anyway, these are the types of things we talk about in addition to the more expensive type of things that we've been showing. Having said that, on tomorrow's Bob Doyle show, we've got, and Tracey's mom got on that bed, the Sound Lounge, and Tracey's mom deals with arthritis for years and lots of pain, and her when she got off that bed, the stuff she was saying was like, okay, wow, this is this is what you hear about people saying with stuff like this. Because I always come at it from the, oh, this is so fun and cool and groovy. It's like a ride. I love it because it's just fun. But it's made for therapy, for example. So even though I'm calling it like this sort of a luxury item, it's like a massage chair for your home, it's also very therapeutic. And it might very well help people right now. So I've decided to let go of any judgment about how to classify these things. And if we've got something that can help, we're going to talk about it, and you can take action on it or not. And that'll be of all price ranges and all modalities. So, and then also, if we can build the community to something nice and big, and the other thing, we can blend a lot of stuff. Tracy's got her 300 wish list community. And that's a really powerful thing, too, because it's got people thinking about what they really want in their life instead of just all the crap. And a lot of people aren't taking the time to do that right now. To like, what's next? What do I want to build? Not this. What's my vision, right? And making that list of 300 things that you want to be, do, or have might even be more challenging right now, but it's still, that's great because it stretches you. It stretches you energetically. It builds new neural pathways in your brain. It's literally beginning to rewire you. And this is a skill you're going to need right now, guys. There's Amy, Tracy's sister, who has, of course, heard firsthand from her mom about how much she loved the bed. Anyway, so I put a link in the description to this somewhere, and that's to the Luscious Living Lifestyle page. We're actually going to do all this in a group. We were talking about it a little bit earlier today because that's where we can really form a community. Pages aren't that, you know how they are. If that's more us talking at you, that's not what we want. We like community. Is that right, Steve? Is that right, Dina? These are people who know. So where's my YouTubers at? I really don't think the YouTube people get notified unless I like schedule it first, and that's just not how it works right now. So anyway, I invite you all, and this is a preview. Well, not a preview. It's because I'm not going to preview, but I'm going to tell you one of the things I'm going to do. I will give you a preview graphic, and hopefully it will cooperate. This one has to go away. Keep calm. We're going to have some ukulele time sometime in the next few days. That's right, extended ukulele time. But it's not just me playing the ukulele, it's inviting you to play the ukulele. What are you talking about? Look, you're home, right? You can still order stuff online. You can call Mike at Uke Republic. Get yourself a uke on the way, and then we can meet here. And I will ease you into the world of ukulele playing. As opposed to like guitar. I'll just give you an example. This is what you have to do to play it. Now, I love guitar and all. Well, I like it. I used to love it. And it's weird to play it after the uke because it's got a much fuller sound. It goes, oh yeah, that's pretty nice. But in terms of learning a new instrument, this is a C chord. There are 6 strings on this thing. And you got to put your hands on these steel strings. And then you got to strum, right? So that's 3 fingers, 6 strings to play a C chord. Or you can pick up ukulele, use 1 finger. Done. Sounds better with reverb. It's not in tune right now, but we'll talk about that. The point is, if you hurry up now and order yourself a uke, and then meet me back here, I'll change your life. I have a vision, my friends, of a group where we meet. And look, here's the thing about the uke and me. I don't think I'm a very good teacher. I don't think I would be good at giving lessons except on the most basic level. There are people who do it way better than I do, have all sorts of graphics to do it, all of that. And I would point to that. Here's my vision of my contribution to the ukulele world in terms of Facebook and doing live streams and that kind of stuff. And that is to get people excited about trying it, get them inspired about different ways it can be played as opposed to the traditional way. just the strumming and all of that. Because it really has, learning finger picking and learning how to play the melody of songs without, not just the chords, it seems intimidating. But what I've learned and what I really want to, I've learned, I guess, either I don't know if there's shortcuts, but just ways to think about it so maybe it's not so complex. And I could be way off, by the way. I haven't tested this with anybody. It's just in my head. I just have such a passion for this thing. And it's, again, in these times when you can be creative, and it's learning something like this is in and of itself sort of a meditation. If you don't put pressure on yourself, and just say, I got time. I'm just going to learn it. And I'll get as good as I get. And I know that with me, I'll probably be saying all this again when I do this thing. But with me, I just got to a point where I just decided I want to be more than a casual user of this thing. And I want to get good at it because I'm a musician and I like to get good at things. And I felt like I'd plateaued on keyboard, definitely plateaued on guitar. And because this is so easy comparatively, I played a few years and felt like because I'd played guitar, it's, if you play guitar, it's a really easy transition. I mean, you can already do it. So I felt like I'd gotten to this level of proficiency or whatever, and it was like, there's got to be something more. And there was finger picking and learning all of that and learning scales and taking the time to understand the theory of the thing, which may scare some of you. But that's stuff I never did when on piano. I never took the time to learn the theory and learn all the stuff, so there was only so far I could go. I could write stuff, but in terms of being able to play a song by ear and all that stuff. Anyway, I've got thousands of hours on this thing. Hi, Jane. I mean, literally thousands. I may have hit the 10,000. I have no idea. But I know that to me, it's just been a journey worth taking, and I bet you Steve feels that way about the bass. Which, by the way, Steve, when I was in Atlanta, I played the U bass for the first time, the Kala U bass, which is the ukulele bass. Big old rubber band sort of things, and it's, you can plug it in, but it also makes a sound. And I am smitten. I thought of you the whole time. I'm acting like I know what I'm doing, playing it, but I'm ba-doom, boom, 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 booming all over that uke. It doesn't even matter. But I'm just playing the scales, and it sounds freaking awesome. And I'm going, because that's, what that'll do? If I get one of those, that's going to force me to start recording. Because the U bass is only going to sound really cool if I'm playing it with the non-U bass and other instrumentation. So it's going to force me to get more creative. Am I right? Right. Type 1 for yes. Type 2 for, what are you even talking about right now? I thought you were going to talk about something else. Nope. Oh, I forgot to put back the under a fake tree. I was glad that Tracey and I did get to go to the real park 2 days ago because they shut it down the next day. So we got to have that last little live, and who knows when we'll go back. All right, we got ones from Steve and Jane, ladies and gentlemen. What about the rest of you? One of the things I guess I like about doing this with Restream, where I'm going to 2 different Facebook pages and YouTube, is I can't see how many people there are, one way or the other. Now, I can see that there's a limited number of people responding. But hey, I'm not going to make that mean anything. So I guess I'm here to invite you to, go like that Luscious Living Lifestyle page that I linked to. I mean, come on, why not? I think we got a few things there from when we did the holistic happy hour with the bed and the glasses. And if you've never seen any of that stuff, you could look at that to get a sense of what we're doing, even though we still haven't really done an introductory video, which is what we'll be doing in the next couple of days. Yes, I know, Jane, it is. But I'm trying to create a place for you all to go where it feels just a little more. When the Bob Doyle show wait, let me try that again. Hi, John. Yes, I love this. I love this tech, John. I love being able to compile all the graphics. All the comments, Ladies and gentlemen, celebrity in the house, John Ashraf. Perhaps you recognize that name from, oh, I don't know, a million things. The Secret is being one. Where was I? I got all flustered now. Yeah, the world was going crazy under his fake tree. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. Yeah, go like the page, but then we're going to tell you how to join the group. You know, probably tomorrow. Tracey will figure it out. I think I could probably do it now. Maybe I'll leave it in the comments. And then that's where we're going to start doing those lives. And for a while, we'll share them out to the timeline, and Tracey will do a watch party and all that stuff. But eventually, we want to create that luscious living lifestyle community. And what I started to say like 15 minutes ago was that if the community grows big enough where we can all start to share resources, maybe we can help one another out. Hey, you do this? Well, they need this. You do this? They need this, right? Like, let's see if we can help each other, you know, do whatever you got to do during this time. Because it's radically different. And Tracey and I love coming up with ideas. I mean, you know, Tracey and I are these people who, whenever we sit with somebody new and they start talking about what they're up to, we're immediately going online. Here's how you can do this. Oh, are you doing this? What about this? Right? What about a podcast? All of that. So we love that sort of like hearing what people are up to and where they're challenged. And Tracey's a connector. She knows a million trillion people. So no, it's no problem, John. You should catch up. You should binge watch the Bob Doyle Show while you're stuck wherever you are, if you are, and then you'll see that getting off track, it's what we do here. I've got probably 1.7 thousand. Oh, that's an exaggeration. No, that's about right. 1.7 thousand open loops in all of my broadcast history, and I'm about to make another one because I already forgot what I was saying. So you did it twice. You apologized and made it worse. Oh, let's go to the tote board and see what we're up to. Oh, wait, we weren't taking donations. But we were talking about helping one another. So whether or not that applies to you, though, we just want to have a place. And so my intention is to live stream a lot more. I see it because this is the kind of thing that is just ripe for Bob Doyle, right? Oh, a lot of spare time. I'm stuck here. Got stuff to do. Want to help. Can't go out. This is what I know how to do. People are sitting at their computers. Let's live stream, baby. That's why I didn't wait for Tracey. I can't wait. I gotta go. I gotta go when I gotta go. I've been waiting. Could wait no longer. So whether it's the ukulele or something else, VR, that's another thing. A lot of cool stuff I just like to share. Because why not? Why wouldn't? Because VR. A lot of companies are doing virtual reality meetings and events, and I'm like, yeah. I've been talking about that for a while. A lot of people have. I'm not that big of a visionary. But now it's happening. I jumped into one the other day. I didn't know what the nature of it was, but the conversation was about forming communities online in these times. It happened to be a church. And I'm seeing that a lot of churches are doing virtual reality services. And I'm trying to picture who is this audience who's got all this VR stuff. AltSpace, the service I was using, you can actually join on a PC. So like Jane, who I know will probably never put on a VR headset, could join a VR-based, anybody with a PC could. That's how it used to be anyway. And you can even join. You can do. We had Dawn one time join in that on an old Bob Doyle show, and she was just on her laptop, and she was in VR with me. So sharing that in these times, just kind of saying, hey, you may not know this is out there, but here's some really cool alternatives. Also, it's luscious AF. Some of the, the experiences you can have with like this Oculus Quest, which is like a $500 VR all-contained system, are amazing. I mean, exercise and yoga and meditation, fitness, games, obviously, creativity, art, movies. Can't go out, but you can still be with people. You can still be face-to-face and have conversations. I mean, the people who have been resisting it may not be able to eventually. And maybe, actually, this will all help it make it more mainstream so the technology can move along a little bit and we don't have to put these clunky things on our head and they can be cool-looking glasses. I've already seen prototypes. I know a guy who's already been working with these prototypes that look like cool like Neo-like sunglasses that work. They're VR headsets. You know why you can't see them? Because they're independent. They don't have the budget of a Facebook/Oculus or a HTC Vive, right? So there's just technology that's out there that you'll probably never see. But maybe now as the demand for VR, it's just like, well, what are we going to do? How are we going to have these events? There's technology out there that allows you to hold a virtual meeting in a variety of environments, videos, 3D objects that people can come up and touch and interact with. It's, and that's everybody just sitting there on their butts from home, talking to people, doing deals. So I want to share some of that too, plus the fun stuff like riding a roller coaster on the sound lounge as the roller coaster sounds is going through the sound lounge. Guys, luscious. Hi, Kevin. Replying to Christine Wright. Hey, Christine, how you doing? Okay, they're having a conversation. Let's listen in. Up there in the corner, there's Kevin. Let's see what Christine says. It could be anything. I don't know what the relationship is. I don't want to get into it. It might be embarrassing. Let's not speculate. But what is it that had her call him in? Let's find out what Christine says next. Now, hopefully Christine's still here. Of course, if she's not, then we're all embarrassed. Kevin's embarrassed. Christine will be embarrassed later. I'm, of course, just beside myself with embarrassment. I must be beet red right now, waiting for Christine to respond to Kevin. But alas, it's not happening. Nope. Instead, Kevin drops the S-bomb, further embarrassing me. When it rains, am I right, ladies and gentlemen? I'm kidding, of course. We're all having fun here. That's what we do, right? See, this is just a place to come and hang out. You just put this on in the background and just go about your business. Think of it as a live podcast that if you wanted to, you could come over and comment on. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, check it. Have you been to the doctors yet about that? All right. I'll bet you that Christine is being a prankster. Which, if that is truly your play there, Christine, I freaking adore you, because that would be funny. Now, it would also be funny, but unfortunate, if she thought maybe they were having a PM message, private message. Now, and then again, we're all just, now we're all in this. I'm in it, you're in it. It's just the amount of embarrassment. The blood that's rushing to our faces, it's probably good for our immune system. So keep it up, you two. Are we taking care of our immune system, boys and girls? Are we doing our breathing exercises? Are we getting sunshine every now and again? Are we exercising? What are we putting in our bodies? Oh, Kevin, see, now I don't know what to think. He says, don't laugh, it was a serious rash. All right. This is me not laughing. Hold on. Well, that was harsh. Here, once again, me not laughing. I mean, I'm a good laugher, but I'm a really good not laugher. So, you tapped into an area of expertise there, Kevin. Drinking White Russian, says Steve. Does that count? Does that count? Oh, health. Yeah. I'm sure the alcohol, right? I'm sure a lot of people are using that justification. The alcohol kills the virus or something. Well, at least it makes me endure this a little bit easier. Yep, nope. Probably not. I have to look at coffee, sugar. These are all things that are part of my life that probably right now. I am doing the oregano drops. Anybody ever do that? We are off the rails now, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, I am not going to share that comment on my screen, Christine, which means your comment now has to scroll all the way off the page. All right, now she said joking, love you, dude. So now I'm going to share it because it's funny. But I will let you read it to yourselves. I will not read these words out loud. Okay, are we done? All right, excellent. Thank you. Thank you, you two, for providing the, I'm not going to say halftime entertainment because I think we're way past halftime at this point. Yeah, Jane is asking about the toilet paper. What's the situation out there? Does anybody out there have a place? I hear good things about colloidal silver, Stephen. There's a lot of talk. You do it all. Do it all. Do it all. Why not? Because, the statistics are pretty good that most people are not going to have serious problems. But may as well start building up that immune system. Get into the habit. Like the washing hands. Like we get to all have new habits of self-care. Right? And it takes, 30 days to ingrain a new pattern? We may have more than that. So by the end of this, we're all going to have a bunch of new habits. Somebody sold you a bag of oregano. Yeah. That's probably what it was. Oregano drops. They are definitely therapy grade. They were recommended to me by a friend who has had her share of health issues, and so this is a while back. I'm talking about like 2 years ago. Was feeling something coming on. She goes, "You've got to get this oregano oil," and it was this big bottle, and it wasn't that cheap, but it was the good stuff. She said, "This is the stuff you want." 1 drop. I don't know if you guys have anybody who's done this. They already know. 1 drop of oregano oil. You could put 12 ounces of water with that 1 drop, and you are going to taste oregano. Like, boom. It is really really strong. So it feels like you're doing something good. So I'm doing that 2 or 3 times a day. Because it's good for your immune system, you see. Evie says olive leaf extract. Yeah, it does. It burns. If it gets on your lips, does not feel good. Check my messages, Stephen says. Oh, got a present's waiting for me. So anyway, look, we're just going to try and have fun during this, right? Help each other out. Because we've got such an opportunity as a planet. Don't you all feel like that's the only way it's going to work? I mean, everybody has to be on board with a new thing. The economy. Like the chain. Everybody has to kind of just agree to stop. Otherwise, it's just going to be mayhem. I keep thinking about the lawsuits. People trying to collect debts or whatever that is going to as a result of this and the chain reaction. The court system is going to be backed up for freaking years. If it goes that way. If people are trying to live status quo, hold on, who put this soapbox in here? People trying to live in the status quo rules in these extraordinary situations, everything breaks. And I see states and countries stopping mortgages, stopping all that. It's the only way it's going to work, right? You can't have everybody out on the streets at the same time. We can't do what we did before historically. We've got, as much as people want to go there in their mind and the panic thinking, I have to think that we're smarter now than then. But there's a lot of that old mentality still running a lot of people, for sure. And it's a better safe than sorry attitude or whatever. But when we get into insanity, then it breaks. But if that chain, but we all have to agree, a whole freaking machine for the good of the species. I don't know. There's never been, well, certainly not mine, but an opportunity like this in history where the whole world is on the same page about something. So it's not aliens, unless the aliens have come in the form of a virus. But it's like Independence Day, man. Trying to change things locally, one change at a time. That's right. And we all just have to, the challenge that I have is seeing the people who are going nuts with it going down the negative road. The challenge is that, yeah, okay, that's a possibility that the world goes Mad Max. But I really don't think that's going to happen. And I'm not, in the name of being realistic or whatever, allowing myself to vibrate in that space, if you will. Look, I got LOA on you. Because that serves no purpose. I am focused on continuing to make a living, to stay healthy, to take care of the loved ones whom I'm around and can have impact on, and continue to build a vision for my life like we should all be doing. On the other side of this thing, I'm under a tree, Annette, but it's not a real tree. That's why it says a fake. What else could that say? Un dere facetrie. Just trying to see how else you could break that up. Unde Rafa Kitri. Unde Rafa Kitri. Yes. Unde Rafa Kitri. That I like a lot. It has a good energy, don't you think? It's like Hakuna Matata. It has a Unda Rafa Kitri, my friend. I gotta get it right though. Unda Rafa Kitri to you too. Let's start that, please. Come on. When you're out in the world today, and if you have to go out in the world, if you have to interact with somebody at the end of the exchange, as you're wishing each other well, you say, Unda Rafa Kitri, my friend. They may say what? Or they may just go, you too. Unda Rafa Kitri. Annette doesn't have glasses on. Yeah. Read what Stephen said. I'll give you 2 seconds. There. Now you can read it on your own. Anyway. Maybe we'll do some meditations. That'd be fun. All my friends do. Christy Whitman does meditations. I can do a meditation. Listen. Sit comfortably or lay down and focus on your breathing, etc. We could do that all afternoon. Well, Kevin, I would love if it caught on too. See, we gotta put this vibrational bubble out there that someone goes, oh, that looks what's going on over there under that fake Unda Rafa Fikri tree. Unda Rafa Kitri, my friend. Unda Rafa Kitri. It's hard to say, but that's what makes us part of an exclusive club. Unda Rafa Kitri. And the t-shirt would have like this tree. You know, not like black and white or whatever color. Unda Rafa Kitri. I am so jazzed about this. I'm guessing John Asraf's not hanging around for this part. Frog or can guide us through... Oh, Frogmore! Jane, you're absolutely right. You're right. Frogmore. I forgot about him. But he's perfect for this time of in our history. We need a little Frogmore right this very minute. Get your yoga pants on. Get a hot tub, then sit in it. Whatever. Ringing for coffee. You didn't know this was going to be a marathon. Oh, did I not tell you? I'm going 24/7. That's right. Like, I'm never, ever stopping this. I forgot to tell you that, yeah. So Tracey doesn't know that. Nobody does, except for you and me. But yeah, this is just going to be forever. And when I think of something to say, I'll just say it, whether or not it makes sense or not. It's pretty much Bob Doyle Show marathon. What do you think? Maybe we could do pledges. And that's what I could do for a living. Just do nothing but eat. There would be bathroom breaks where there'd be commercials. Because the sponsorship opportunities, when people find out that Bob Doyle is just live all the time, I mean, that's what's going to bring the economy back. Sponsorships. But look, don't worry. The commercials from the sponsors that are going to be on that show, I'm going to demand that they're funny and entertaining. So no boring commercials. It'll be just like a continuation of the program. That's the Bob Doyle promise. Let's go to your comments. Need an umlaut over the U. Oh, yeah. Yes. Unda Rafa. Yeah, you're right. You're right, some sort of a little thing to make it legit. Unda Rafa Kitri. Hold on a sec. Hold on. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. Unda Rafa Kitri. I love it. I love it more than I should love it. Do you know what I mean? Like I knew I would love it, but now that I see it. But the problem is you can't hashtag that. That's the problem. Because you have to run all the hashtag words together. And then it would say, under a fake tree. So now what do we do? How are we going to spread this without being able to hashtag it? Well, I don't know. Or maybe we just hashtag it, under a fake tree. So it reads like, and people will say, under a fake tree, what's that? And then you're like, it's not under a fake tree, you idiot. Don't do that. No one likes to be called that, and it's not nice to say, but you know what I'm saying. It's under Rafa Kitri. Where have you been? Well, I've been quarantined. Oh, yeah. Forgiven. We having fun? You want 23 hours more of this? Then I need to put the tip jar link up. Got to pay the bills, guys. Can't just give it away all the time. In between these sessions, I got to do stuff. Christine says, I love it too. I'm going to greet my boys with it. Yes, every morning with this. Under Rafa Kitri. Christine, mwah! Oh my God, I love the look of that so much. I'm going to design it. I have to. I have to now. And it'll be on the interview shows years later, right? Like, what's the origin of Under Rafa Kitri? And then I'll say, I've got rare footage. The problem is you have to watch the whole thing on this interview show. So you'll all be famous. Any of you who wrote comments up, whose name was up there, you'll be famous on that interview show, when they ever do that. But I'm sure it'll be pretty soon. This is the part where if Tracy were sitting right here, she'd be giving me that look. Actually, there's a lot of those, a lot of times. Look. Wait a minute, you put two F's in there, though. Fiki tree, you put two. How can I do that? That's not exactly right, though. Those aren't exactly the letters. I do like the dots on the U, though. But we got to keep it all. Got to keep it under a fake tree, otherwise it breaks the whole thing. Your PM just banned us from going out. Oh, outside. Prime Minister, outside. Ladies and gentlemen, he put it together. He pieced it together like a puzzle with very little to work with and no time to study. Thank you very much. I don't think I have applause here. Nope, I don't. So, there you go. No applause for me. Let's go to your calls. Oh, we got no calls. And two E's, so it sounds like you're pronouncing it. Oh, Unda Rafa Kitri. Let's look at it again. Unda Rafa Kitri. Yeah, but that's good for a pronunciation guide. But it has to be spelled under a fake tree, or the bit is dead. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure you get it. No, it's not my garden. This was taken from a video library to which I subscribe for professional reasons. And it is simply a tree in Austin, Texas, I believe, that I've put on a loop. And here's a little secret. It loops to a certain degree and then goes backwards and back and forth so that there's not a jump cut in the loop. You follow what I'm saying? Like, unless this loop went for 4 hours, you're going to see a jump every time it loops, but not with me. I took the time to put that sucker in a video editor, backed it up back to back, reverse, boom, blend, boom, perfect loop. No one could tell that, oh, it's right backward. Right there. That's where it happened. See, if I point it to you, you can watch. Watch right now. Watch. Watch. It's going to happen right. Still good. Nope. Come on. Am I fooling even myself? I saw it happen just a second ago. I didn't think the loop was this long. It's probably not. I probably made a mistake and missed it, and you guys have seen it 5 times now. Good. That's all I cared about. As long as you saw it, doesn't matter that I saw it when I wanted to see it. Underwafikitri, my friends. Underwafikitri. All right. Steve, I'm curious. What was the response from your group? Because I didn't see. Was it good response from your group about live streaming? Did you offer them, like, I have to go back and watch it, actually. But there's a lot of people who could be using live stream right now. Are you one of them? I actually thought about reopening the live stream boot camp, which I just did in whatever month that was. February? January into February? Whatever it was. Yes, January into February. But I'm probably not going to. Okay, well. Yeah, Steve said it went well. See, I ask these questions, and I go, why are you saying very good? To monetize my knowledge now. Yes, you do, Steve. Yeah. Bass lessons, man. I might need some. I got it, man. I don't need to learn bass. I've been playing this a lot. What's different? Come on, I can hear a bass line. Boop, 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 boop. I'll figure it out. What could there be? I'm just trying to make Steve really pissed off right now. I don't know why. I just said we're all in this together. Steve, forget everything I just said. See, we're friends again. This is how friendship is. Okay. All right, look. Now I'm really just Bob Doyling you big time. I think I've probably been doing that for 30 minutes now. I think the last productive thing I said was what I started to say when I got distracted by John, and I never got back on track. 4 strings either way, that's right, but man, it feels good to go boom, boom, boom. Now I know why you do it. I'm sure you could, Steve, says the teacher, a thing or two, or 17,000 things. Look at that! 100 messages today with Restream Chat. Give yourselves a hand. Type 1 for I'm giving myself a hand. Type 2 for I don't have time to type or clap. All right. Well, see, this is what I'm talking about. We have fun here. I had fun. I don't know if you had fun. Here's my guarantee to you. I'm going to have fun doing these over the next however long we got to do these. You can choose to have fun, or you can just choose to keep scrolling down that timeline and read another statistic. I hope you guys are getting your news from the CDC. You know, the Centers for Disease Control, the ones who are in charge of this, rather than your friend's friend on Facebook who has an infographic. Just saying. What the heck is Restream Chat? Well, you're looking at it right here. Because I'm using the Restream service to broadcast to my timeline. Who's here from my timeline? Type T if you're on my timeline, not the Bob Doyle Show page. Oh, this is fun. To the Bob Doyle Show. If you're there, type BDS. And YouTube, which no one's at. If they are, they're being very quiet. And please type YT. Type anything. It doesn't matter. I'll know you're there. It propagates all of the chat responses so that I can put them all on one page. And I don't have to be going, okay, wait, where's my second phone? Where's the screen with YouTube on it? Who wants to do that? especially in these times, am I right? Okay, Lisbeth said it's 50 minutes I've been doing this. It's a pretty long time. Pretty long time. But we had fun, right? Otherwise you wouldn't be here. Ah, Christine, I caught you. You were having fun here. Otherwise, why? Why? Hey, everybody, a little plug for Steve. This is the kind of community support I'm talking about. Steve's doing his podcast at the top of the hour. It's called Wisdom Crap. I forgot. Steve, what's the Wisdom Hour? Wisdom Hour. Tell them how to listen to your podcast, Steve. Come on, man. Type a URL. Maybe they changed it. Oh, boy. Where's the egg to put on my face? All right. Okay, boss. Somebody, 2-3 weeks ago, CBC Wisdom Hour. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Do a search for it. Find it. Know it. Love it. Live it. Steve Witchell, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it for him. Nobody typed anything I said, but okay. I love you all anyway, but I'm going to have to stop this broadcast. That's right. I just can't bear this kind of insolence. So, I'm going to have to go. You know what? Nope. I'm going to reset with the 3 magic words. Kevin, give me a break. I'm sorry. It's better than no publicity. Steve does a good podcast. I wouldn't have brought it up if I didn't want you to do it. Right? Okay. So y'all know what I'm going to say? Undarafa Kitri, my friends. Undarafa Kitri.